just like any young kid, you want the attention. You want people to know who you are. You want to be famous.
What's your name? What do you go by?
I write KITSO, KITSO.
So are you a graffiti artist?
It's more say I'm a graffiti writer than an artist.
What is the difference?
So graffiti artist is someone that does it with permission. Graffiti writer is someone that does it illegally.
So you're a writer?
I'm a writer.
Alright, do you want to take over, dude? I'm gonna record everything, you know, and then just like edit it.
Are you recording now?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
That way I could just get a bunch of raw film and then just edit it along the way. Instead of like, man, we should have filmed this, should have filmed that.
You want to take a leak first, or?
Yeah, I'll take it.
We're going to put it back.
This is like pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. And then I'll show you like this back wall that I was. It's pretty cool too.
Can I take a look at here like on the design or what?
Yeah. There's
Let me fucking go, dude. Oh shit, there's a camera in there, dude.
It's not there.
Hey, fuck.
It's a light.
Oh, man.
So like I was thinking maybe in front of that. I did that right there. I'll take it and start doing it.
And they don't trip about it right here?
About painting?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll try not to be caught.
Oh man, dude.
I don't know who that is.
This is cool. You think this or not? Oh, this is pretty cool, right? I feel like we're going into like the back rooms or something. You're not taking us to the back rooms, right?
The what?
The back rooms?
What do you mean?
You ever heard about that?
Want to take your kidney or what?
I mean, yeah. They're out there. Alright, so what do you go by, man? What's your name?
Right, KITSO.
KITSO?
Yeah.
So when I met you, you were doing graffiti at the river.
Yeah.
Remember that day? So are you a graffiti artist?
Yeah. Graffiti writer.
Graffiti writer?
Yeah.
So tell me, like, how did it start for you?
Started in 2004. I was in high school. I was a freshman. I'd always draw in my book, draw my name, draw characters and whatever. I went to this high school called LBJ. I was part of this VLASA program. So it was kids that were, I guess, smart is what they would say. And then they were all put in this school that was like, let's see. So VLASA program is a bunch of like smart kids. and they're put in this school called LBJ. And LBJ has the LASA program, but it also has the neighborhood kids. And LBJ is in this neighborhood that's pretty rough. So I was in the LASA program, just doodling my name in this sketchbook, and the kid behind me was a neighborhood kid. And he was like, "Yo, dude, you write?" And I was like, "What do you mean do I write? Do I write poems?" He's like, "No, dude, do you write graph?" And I was like, "Nah." And he's like, "Well, that's what you're doing in your book." So he's the one that put me on to writing graph. He told me about what to do, the difference between tags, toss-ups, pieces. He gave me a rundown on the general rules that there are. And then he also told me about the crews and who's up in Austin. So that's how I got into it, was through him.
And that was a high school kid
Yeah.
giving you the rundown on
Yeah.
how that stuff.
He was like maybe a year or two older than I was.
Okay, and like, so what do you think art like? Do you think art should be measured, or do you think art is just what you make? You know what I mean? What's your view on it?
Well, it's got to have some kind of substance. It's got to like have feeling. It just can't be just anything. It can't be like this box is art. You know, there's got to be a message behind it. Like, why are you calling it art? What does it symbolize to you? And I also don't think art is necessarily painting, dancing, or music. I believe that art can be anything. Like the way you do it. Like you could be a technician, work on cars, and you can still be an artist because it takes skill to do that job. Like you can have an engine torn apart and put it back together and have it run right. There's art to that. It's not just anybody can do it.
Right. That is true. Okay. Well, I guess what you're about to see, it may or may not be him, you know, but we're about to go and check out some of this art that I've been trying to capture, you know, because I myself, I go into this, but I don't know what I'm doing, you know. I'm not a really good artist.
Yeah.
You can say, like, I can't really draw well since ever, but I enjoy doing it because I like to spread my brand out there. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I just wanted to capture somebody who's in the essence of that.
But I think there is a difference between a graffiti artist and a graffiti writer.
Well, so tell us, what's the difference?
So
before we head out.
A graffiti artist is someone that doesn't go out illegally and paint graffiti. They may paint letters, they may use spray paint, but if it's done legally, then you're an artist. A graffiti writer is someone that lives it. They go out and they go do it illegally. They write their name on stuff. Mm-hmm. And a graffiti writer can become a graffiti artist if he chooses to no longer do it illegally.
Well, I thought graffiti was illegal everywhere.
Well, no, like you remember that spot called Castle Hill, that Hope Gallery?
Oh, okay.
If you went there to go paint graffiti, if I went there and I painted graffiti, I'm not writing graffiti there, I'm painting graffiti.
Okay.
No.
So if you do it illegally, then you are a graffiti writer?
Yeah. And to be a graffiti writer, you have to be able to not necessarily do it all, but you have to know the fundamentals. Because there's a lot of dudes right now that go out and they don't learn about tags. Like a tag is like your signature. Mm-hmm. So you have to have a good tag because that's what people see first. That's what the foundation. If you don't have a good tag, then your letters aren't going to be right, and everything else is just going to be. It's not going to have that feeling.
Right.
So you have to start from the bottom. You have to learn about tags. You have to have toss-ups. You have to have a good straight letter. And then you can go on from there and do the stuff that people like to see, like the pieces, the big murals and all that. So there's a lot to it, and not a lot of people see it. They just kind of throw it all together as a graffiti artist. Or like some people don't like the tagging. Some people don't like the toss-ups. But they love the murals, they love the pieces. But without the pieces, or without the toss-ups and without the tags, you can never get to that point of being able to do the graffiti pieces and the murals like some people do.
Right. Alright, well, let's go check it out then.
Alright.
Let's go find out. Ah, it's a-